Just like that. Look at them fit. Crazy. Boy, oh boy, can I make a mess. Ooh. Well, I've got the second layer. Actually, this is the first layer of planking that's going to go on the transom framework right here. Most of this is all slab sawn. Very nice material, but it's not corded. It doesn't have the appearance that I was looking for. That's mostly why I wanted to make the top layer or the outside layer corded, because of the appearance of it once it's finished. And so I've prepped up enough to do one layer. This is the first one that you'd seen me working on before. This is all prepped up. This is actually going to be the top layer. This has got the appearance that I'm looking for right here. And it's also nice quality lumber. So they've been all fit together. You saw me fit these and how I went about it. And, you know, so it's just beneficial to do a nice dry run before you go and start putting it down on the transom. You want to make sure everything fits really nice up against each other so there's no gaps and different things like that. So, you know, it was a simple thing to do, and I think it was worth the effort. Even though I've got these pieces all fit together already, and they do fit quite nicely, I wanted to show you a little tiny technique that I came up with that makes things an awful lot easier. You know, I've got these pieces coordinated the way they're going to go on the boat. I'll have to number them as I go, because I'm going to put this piece down first at the bottom, and then these pieces are going to go on afterwards. So, you know, like I say, it's got the appearance I want, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I came up with just recently. If I wanted, say, I looked at it and I decided, well, I would love to do a little bit of localized planing in any one spot, you know, rather than pick up all the pieces and rearrange them and make my little table and all these kinds of things. I'd love to be able to plane the edges of one of these things without even moving the pieces. Well, you know, I actually figured out a method to be able to get away with it, and I'm going to show you what that is. Let me take one of these clamps off. I've left one bar clamp on one end. Now, I'm just going to look at it and say to myself that I'd love to plane, even though it doesn't need any. It's not going to hurt if I ran a plane down any one of these edges. It's just going to be that much straighter, actually. But if I wanted to plane the edge of this plank, all I'd really have to do is pick it up like this, slip a piece of wood underneath it like that, and just let it lay right back down again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to space this on my sawhorse right here, just like that, and I'll be able to plane the edge without any problem whatsoever. Now I'm going to use the board beside it for a slip board, and I can plane an edge like that. Look at that. Nothing to it. I can plane either edge on any one of these boards. You just pick it up a little bit. It's just, I'm using this one as a slip board, and I'm planing the edge of this one. Like that. Nothing to it. Now all I have to do is pick that piece back up again, flip this little piece of wood out from underneath it, and drop it right back down in position. And reapply the clamp. Like that. So that's pretty neat, I think. It just enables me to be able to not unclamp the whole thing or do any kind of, you know, real special stuff, or go to a workbench or do anything like that. I got the pieces coordinated the way they want, the way I want them, the way they're going to go onto the boat. And I can fit or refit any one of these edges right here without moving the pieces. Now I wanted to show you one more little thing before I go on to something else, and it concerns the planing of these edges like I've shown you how to do, but you know, it's been a bit of a struggle actually trying to hold on to the clamp or hold on to the plane exactly right and be able to push it without bothering your hand. So I decided I would put a little C-clamp on the side of the plane like that, and then I can push my hand up against the C-clamp. Boy, oh boy, does it make it easy. Just like that. Let's try that again. I'm going to slide it down that way to start, just because it makes it easier for me to start with my slip board hanging out past the piece that I'm going to try to plane. So once I get down about halfway, then I'll slide the board back again. But let me get started again here. Just like that. Full length. One more time. Just like that. Well, before I start planking the transom or putting the planks right onto the framework here, I decided that I would put some little blocks in the corners right here just to fill that space. Otherwise, there'd be like a gap between the planking and this inside brace right here. So I put a couple little corner blocks in there. Good.
Wrong way.
You
did it upside down.
What did I do?
You didn't do that.
Bastard.
You did that.
This way.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I got them fastened in. Now I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little bit. And we're going to go on to putting the transom planking on. I'll be able to scrape that right off there. I got 2.5 inches right here from that little corner. 2.5 inches right there. Something like that. 2.5 inches, it's just barely there. It's gonna go down a little bit more. Go down 1/4 inch from there, that. Yeah. All right, well, I can trace this right around. All right. I could cut that on the bandsaw, actually. Uh-oh. What did I do? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, you've seen me fit all these transom planks together on a couple of sawhorses, so they're already fit to each other. So now what I'm going to do is just set them down on the transom right here and trace them out for length. You know, I just traced this whole bottom and cut that out on the bandsaw. And now I'm going to start tracing these pieces right here at the end. So basically, what I'm doing is cutting them to an approximate length, actually. And I'm going to put a clamp on the center here just to make sure that it all fits up tight. Let me have that one right there. I know what I said before, one time before, I said that I was going to clamp all of them together at the same time. And that is just to get whatever little bit of edge set or whatever problems there might be out of it. Like that. There. Fits all the way down here. Fits all the way down here. Perfect. So I'm going to trace the length of them right underneath with my pencil and take them off and cut them to length. Just like that. I'm going to get a little saber saw and cut these right off right here. Well, I'll tell you what we'll have to do here. We'll have to stack this stuff up here like this. Boy, it's nice having it blocked up like that. Just to have this little extra space to put stuff. It's amazing what a difference. I'm just marking right down here. Just the center. All right, well, I've got some of these transom planks cut to length now, just a touch longer than the frame is, and that's okay because it's going to get an angle dubbed onto the edge of it. I haven't figured that bevel because I hadn't even figured out the shape of the second mold. So basically, I'm going to do all the beveling afterwards, and that's, you know, that's quite common. Very often the transom and all the molds are beveled, cut square, and then beveled once they're set up. And this is what's going to happen to this. So basically, I'm going to draw a line up each frame so I'll know exactly where to fasten it. But we're going to do a bunch of drilling. We're going to drill all the holes first, actually, all of them. And then we're going to pick up the pieces and bed them down with polysulfide and then put the screws in, because I don't want to bed it first and then do the drilling, because I know exactly what's going to happen. The polysulfide is going to come up on the drill, and I'm going to have it everywhere. So basically, if you can do your drilling before you do your bedding, you know, you're just miles ahead, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to center line the frame so I know exactly where to put the screws, and that is the center of the framing right there. So I'm going to put a screw on each side of center. Like that. So our next video is going to be fastening down the transom planking, and we're going to be able to get it all done in no time flat. And basically what's going to happen, I'm going to fasten all of these down. Once I get this last one fastened down, I'll be able to take that crossbar right off the top, and then I can cut all the tops of the frames off to a little bit of a curve, and that's going to be the deck level up there. So, and I think we're getting there.